Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, wherever you have that in your chart. It's my intention there's something in here for everyone, and my readings are also timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I've chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song, and the title of your song is Something to Believe in. Um, yeah, this is all around needing to change your your beliefs or some specific belief. Hi, good morning. I still wish you would give me the phonetic spelling of that so I can say it right. Serine? Serine? um, yeah. So let me dive in. So first of all, we have why in protection. I'm just gonna pull up all the cards. Good morning. Because you have the peace card flanked by the why in protection and the not for you in protection. And it makes me feel like, hey, Darlene Lisa, welcome. It makes me feel like you are you are interested in finally finding some inner peace that maybe you've been feeling kind of uncomfortable within yourself, within your life for a while. And the Y card in protection speaks about uh, kind of having ulterior motives for doing something, for staying in a situation long past its expiration date, um, or a situation that maybe you shouldn't have been in the first place, ultimately. Um, that it's time to do some inner excavating to see what are your ulterior motives. Are you staying in a situation because of trying to make your ego feel better in some way, trying to boost your ego or your pride? Somehow that is it's keeping you from this inner peace that has been eluding you. But I think you're finally to the point where you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm just, what can I do? And and the beautiful thing is, I think that it finally brings you to this point where you realize you've been keeping yourself in a situation, like I said, for far too long. Um, that you've been ignoring the red flags. Maybe you haven't been seeing the red flags, but whatever this is, it's really not for you. and um, and it's time to set your sights on something for you to believe in that actually feels good, that feels supportive and nurturing, and um it's time to move on. Just move on. And figure out, like, why would it be good to move on? And that's where you're kind of doing this inner work. Like, what has kept you stuck, and how could you shift that? Okay, let's look at the good tarot. Oh, I got a kitty over there. All right. Apologies for my kitties. They are in crazy kitty mode right now. I've asked them to be mellow. We'll see how long that lasts. All right, so we've got the Four of Water. Yep, this is all about contemplation, introspection, going within, doing that inner excavation that I was talking about. Looking at your options. You have better options. You have better options and not so good options. And figuring out what those are. Oh my gosh, and then you get the World. Which is this is great. I mean, this is about a major completion. This is the card of graduating. Um, this is where you find your inner peace. This is where you're finally like, yes, yes, I'm feeling good. I've figured some things out. I've done the work, and I'm closing out a cycle once and for all. And I don't know, maybe you're gonna like go travel. The world can be about traveling. Um, Maybe you decide you're gonna move somewhere else to some other part of the world. And then Queen of Fire. You're ready to collaborate with people of like mind. You want to follow your passion. The Queen of Fire, I mean, she's very bold. She's very confident, knows what she wants, knows how to what's the word? It's not coming to me. She knows how to get people on her side. She knows how to encourage them, to inspire them, to join her in her endeavor. And I feel like through through walking away, through finally waking up, being super truthful with yourself around maybe anybody in your life who, yeah, you kept in your life that wasn't so supportive, wasn't on the same page, didn't have the same vision as you. You're walking away and you're gathering new people, and simply through your passion, through your excitement, through trying something new, a new beginning, because again, we have the world here, which is a major ending. You're like, all right, let's do this. And she's the artist. So, this could be something that you feel very in some way artistically inclined, wanting to be creative, feel inspired, be creative, do something artsy. And I mean that can be any number of things, but it's something that's really meaningful to you. All right, and the Oracle Tarot. What's the Oracle Tarot have to say? Eight of Cups, contemplation. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing a lot of contemplating and understanding that yes, it is time to walk away. It is time to see why you've been keeping yourself in a situation that wasn't good for you. That it was ego based, and now it's like, okay, I know that's not good for me. I know there's something better. And ooh, Three of Swords, unexpected revelation. Through your contemplation, I think you're coming to some understanding. Something you've been ignoring. It could be kind of, um, it's sort of this energetic thing where as you do the work to figure out what's good and what's not for you, it naturally creates some kind of something in your life that you suddenly gain some kind of information that you didn't have before, where it makes it really clear what you need to do, that you do need to leave a situation. And it's heartbreaking. It is painful. Closing out a cycle, it can often be scary and painful because there's a part of us that does not want to leave, that doesn't want things to change. And yet change is inevitable. And this will pass. The Three of Swords, it's like it's kind of that acute pain. You like feel it and it hurts, and then you're okay. You get over it. One reader I follow, she talks about like, um with little kids, They're playing and then they fall and they hurt themselves, and in that moment it is the worst thing that could happen, and they're screaming their head off, and they're just like, oh my god, there's and it's like, yeah, it's a bump, it's a scrape knee, it's not a big deal. And you hug them, you give them a little band-aid, and then they're off to play, and they forget all about it. And that's kind of what this card is about. And you're like, this really hurts in the moment, but oh gosh, wow, actually closing this out, I do feel better. And now I'm going to think about what I really want to do, and ooh, what pain. No, I don't think you're forgetting about it, because you are, this is a major cycle that's closing out. But very quickly you're going to be overtaken by the excitement. And we get the 8 of Swords, caring for yourself. Yeah. 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 You you're up in your head. You need to just focus on putting yourself first. You haven't been doing that. Caring for yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, for sure. This is definitely kind of a card of anxiety, and um can be, as one reader I follow says, a mental prison. But I love it because in this deck it is about recognizing that you have the ability to get yourself unstuck through following your passion, through walking away from what what clearly has passed its expiration date. All right, I'm going to look at the wisdom of Avalon. The Bard: music, poetry, myth, history, and the enchantment of storytelling. Changing your story, allowing yourself to get really clear on why you want to do anything, and understanding that your story didn't really support you, didn't really favor you before. You're changing your story to one that empowers you. And maybe, I mean, music, like, poetry, maybe you feel inspired to, maybe that's your art, is to create music in some way, write songs. um, Somehow music is really important in this scenario. Maybe it's just listening to music helps to inspire you. um, yeah, and learning from your past because of history, taking the lessons, and rather than letting them beat you down, just understanding like you're doing the best you could at the time, and now it's time to shift, to take those lessons and move on to somewhere so much better. All right, and then we get the Deer: gentleness and diplomacy. Yeah, with inner peace comes this ability to just to calmly walk away. You're not interested in drama. You're like, I finally see the light. I find, caring for yourself. Maybe that hasn't happened. No one else was caring for you. Maybe you were hoping they would. And yourself, do feel more nurtured and nourished, and it allows you to show up in a new way for yourself, of course, and for other people. Yeah, you don't want the drama, and letting go. Yeah, it's time to let go. It's time to move on from whatever was not for you. Okay. Let's look at the Osho Zen Tarot. Playfulness. Yay. Yay. This is what you start to embody as you walk away. as you start to tap into your innermost authentic self, which you were kind of ignoring before. Yeah, and yes, Leos, fire signs in general can be quite playful. And it's just like, let's just be in the moment and have some fun. You haven't had fun in a while. Certainly not to this extent. And that's a part of your inner peace. You're just like, all right, let's just dance. Because they are dancing. This clown is dancing. So most likely there's some music playing. Music. Yep, yep, yep. And then we get breakthrough. You are having a huge breakthrough. Through this cycle ending, maybe the breakthrough comes and then you're allowed um it gives you the understanding of how to close things out. Maybe as things close out, then you're like, oh, like you're just having these huge epiphanies and it's just like, whew, awesome, crazy awesome. I'm just looking at these two images here where the breakthrough, it's breaking, it's busting off all this rock and brick or whatever that is. And then this is like through the breakthrough, it's a there's a like kind of a magical thing that's happening almost, where through you just getting into this playful space, your inner light ends up turning all of this, what was once a crazy brick wall, into beautiful dust and starlight. You're just transforming what was holding you back into um, beauty in a way. And the burden. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, this is where you've been. You've been carrying someone on your back. It's been such a burden. It's been so heavy. You've been letting someone else call the shots, and it's been draining you, completely depleting you. Um, this this person does not feel inner peace, and you're finally waking up. You're like, oh, no, this isn't right for me. No, it's time to get this person, whatever it is, off my back and transform, have that breakthrough. Hmm. Right. Where are we at? We're doing good. We're doing good. I feel like, because I'm doing pretty decently on time, I'm gonna look at the Dreaming Way Tarot, a new deck that I got for my birthday. I'm really liking it. It's pretty cool. Um, Page of Cups. Yeah, some kind of new emotional beginning. Um, Pages often bring messages, messages. Um, Maybe this is someone that's coming to you. Someone new that you're attracting into your life, manifesting. But I think more than anything, this is you. This is you just being like, okay, completed that phase, had the breakthrough, and now I'm super excited for a new beginning that's emotionally fulfilling and creative. Cups are often about creativity. So you're following your heart, you're following your passion. Ooh, and then we get the sun. What? Yes. Yes. You're having major enlightenment in your life, or coming to major enlightenment. This breakthrough is just, it's happy. This is the happiest card in the deck. And we have the baby, which is all about a new beginning. You are having some kind of rebirth, going through some kind of rebirth. It's amazing, and it's a peaceful process. It feels really good, and you're just like, I'm gonna just start at the beginning, be delighted by all the little things. What is that? I have no idea what that is. I don't know. Maybe it's like a little rattle or something, a baby rattle. But anyway, it's just like you got the flowers, the baby's just there, happy, um, feeling much better, feeling much better. And the chariot, yeah, riding to victory, getting getting yourself back into balance. You probably haven't been for quite a while. And and in this deck, these horses are facing the same direction. You're not having any trouble riding to victory, and you are going quite swiftly. This breakthrough, this ending that's leading to a new beginning, this is I feel like this is going to be a huge epiphany for you. And then it's like a huge release, and then you're suddenly like, "Oh my god," like you're just basking in the glow of the happiness and the yeah. Mm, so good. Okay. I'm going to look at the angelic messenger cards. Fulfillment. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. You're getting your ultimate fulfillment. Ultimate fulfillment through making the changes that are so good for you. Through caring for yourself. And passion. Yes, yes. 100% yes. Following your passion, doing what you love, doing what you know is right for you, letting go what's not, letting go whatever doesn't bring you passion, and truth. Yeah, you are in the process of creating a new truth for yourself, something new to believe in. No, this is you understanding what's right for you, what's not right for you, and being very, very, very honest about it. Following your truth, standing in your truth, and not letting anyone sway you because you've done the work. You've been caring for yourself. And yeah. Um and I feel like I often forget to say this, but this isn't when I say putting yourself first, I don't mean it in a way of being selfish to the point of not caring about anyone else. This is about you uplifting yourself so that you have more to give to others. It's not about closing your heart, it's about opening your heart. So, all right, I'm going to finish with the rune cards. I'm loving this deck. Okay, so your rune card is Ansuz. And we have a person opening a fortune cookie. They're at a Chinese restaurant. And I think that's hilarious because we have that fortune cookie here too. And it's the universe being like giving you the message like, listen, you have here's your fortune. This one says nope. We don't know what this one says, but most likely um it's telling you, maybe it's telling you the same thing. What's not good, what you need to go towards. What else is on the table here? We've got a whole fish. I'm sorry, that does not look all that enticing. But yeah, lots of fish here. I think fish can often represent like financial gain. And there's a little thing with dumplings, making me hungry. um, okay, so let's see. Ansuz. Yeah, I gotta find the page. Where are you, Ansuz? I'm saying it right. There you are. On Suze. Yay. The meaning divine and God. Strongly associated with divine communication, this rune card suggests that you need to pay close attention to messages and advice offered to you, either written or spoken. So, yeah, it could be that there are songs that are really speaking to you, passing conversations, fortunes, something you randomly read in a book. Pay attention to all that. Um, However, this card goes far deeper than mere external communication, and it indicates that the true insight you are seeking can only be found from searching within. That's right. Introspection, contemplation, all that. Learn from and be inspired by the wisdom that external voices or divine signs, such as coincidences, I'll put that in quotes because I don't believe in coincidences, that they offer, but also be a discerning spiritual seeker from the inside out. Yeah, because I didn't say this, but I often do that when we follow our passion, when we feel that passion, that's coming directly from our higher power. We're feeling it because we're meant to follow it. We're meant to do something with it. Not everyone does, but it's there for a reason. And you are following that. That is your truth, and that is coming from your higher power. This means doing your research and forming your own opinions rather than simply accepting all that you are told or presented with by others. Makes me think of this. You've been allowing other people to give you their truth and following that. It's not working so well. This is about your own truth. Um, it also means having the courage and humility to question your own assumptions and preconceptions. Personal transformation. Oh my God. Personal transformation is about being open minded enough to search for what is true, even if that truth is at times uncomfortable to confront. Figuring out your why. Why do you actually want something or someone? Getting down to the deepest, where is it? Truth of a reason why you are, why you have been staying, and why it's time to leave. Changing your story, something new to believe in. Oh God, that's so beautiful. I love it. Oh my God, I love this reading. It's so cool. I'm excited for you. I wish you well in this journey. And if you're not there yet, you're going to get there. Full on happiness, inner peace, and doing what lights you up and makes you happy. What makes you happy? Doing what makes you happy makes you happy. It's just that great upward cycle. So or spiral. Anyway, there's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.